There has been a lot of noise around this space, especially when it comes to Tether and what's going to be happening with Tether going forward, especially with a lot of these big regulatory moves happening. But the big thing that I think everyone is missing here is not so much Tether, right? Yes, Tether is a ticking time bomb. Yes, I've talked to you guys and given you guys my overall opinion on Tether many times over in the past. But I think the big target here shouldn't be Tether itself. I think it should be what Ripple is about to do, because I do believe that Ripple is about to do something very, very crazy regarding the XRP Ledger and also the world of finance. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And before we jump on in, I just want to let you guys know that the #1 exchange to use right now, especially if you are in the US and you want to utilize an exchange that you could trust, that is fully regulated, compliant, and has 24/7 customer support, Caleb and Brown is your choice. There's going to be a link down in the description below for Caleb and Brown. If you guys do want to go check them out, you guys are more than welcome to. One of the best and most regulated exchanges in this space. So what are you guys doing? Go check them out. You won't regret it. Now, with that being said, let's dive on in. So crypto.com, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in this space, the cryptocurrency exchange that is advertised everywhere, especially in the US, they have now announced that they will delist Tether on January 31st. The clock is ticking. Edward Farina posted this, and we have here's the source from crypto.com in an email. Let me open this up in a new tab. We have here, dear valued customer, please be informed that due to regulatory requirements, certain services in relation to the following crypto assets deemed to be unauthorized in terms of the Markets in Crypto Asset Regulation, MiCA, affected assets will be discontinued in the crypto.com app in your jurisdiction as of January 31st, 2025. They have staked ETH in terms of crypto.com, staked ETH and staked Solana, DAI, stablecoin as well, Liquid Crow, Pax Dollar, Pax Gold, Tether, Wrapped Bitcoin, XSGD, and PayPal USD. Now, Crypto Area did put a little bit of a spotlight on this because here we have the 10 assets that will be removed as well. But she did say that even XSGD, now that's one that's very interesting because this is a Straits X stablecoin that acquired an MPI license regulated by the Monetary Authority of Singapore and used with partners like Alipay and GrabPay. So it feels as though we are witnessing a very big regulatory sweep of some of these exchanges. And I do question what's going to happen with Tether, because it seems as though Tether is starting to get marked off of these exchanges. And we started to see this happening back in, like, I want to say May or so of 2024. You know, a lot of big exchanges were talking about delisting it. I know Uphold did. Kraken was talking about it. There's also a few other ones that were also looking into it. But it's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of crazy because it kind of feels as though this regulatory sweep is kind of making a path for RLUSD. Maybe I'm, wrong here. Maybe I'm speculating, but it kind of feels as though that's happening. Now, also, we have over here that breaking President Donald Trump's Commerce Secretary nominee and Cantor Fitzgerald, CEO, denies any firm ties to Tether. Howard also says USD stablecoins must be fully audited by a US firm. Looks like Tether won't have a hero to protect them from the incoming regulations after all. And it seems as though there is a lot of distance being created here between a few big players and Tether. And it kind of feels like the cards are crumbling, right? This house of cards that has been created for years off of, blatant money printing, if you will. Because again, Tether has been minted like it's been minted out of thin air, completely out of thin air. And a lot of people have speculated in the past, and there's been many videos made on this as well, that a lot of the printed, or in this case, minted, Tether has supported Bitcoin's run throughout the years. So they're also claiming that Bitcoin itself is also inflated with basically nothing, because the Tether is not backed by anything. It would be different if Tether did show us all their complete audit and their financial backing. But instead, we actually don't know if any of this, in terms of any of the Tether out there, is actually backed by anything. Then we look at RLUSD. Okay. We look at RLUSD because we also have over here that Intel US stablecoin should be audited. This is coming from Lutnick. Now we know that recently RLUSD, Ripple, put out their full stablecoin reserve report, and this is for December of 2024. The reserve composition is US Treasury bills plus government money market funds and also cash deposits. We can actually see the full report here. Let me open this up in a new tab. So here we have the complete report, December 20 of 2024, and then December 31st of 2024. We have RLUSD supply outstanding, and then the market value of the reserves itself. It's actually over collateralized in terms of the backing, which is very good. And if we look at the bottom, we can see it's US Treasury bills, and then you can see the total Treasury bills, which is about 27.5 million, and then towards December of the end of December, it was about 30 million. And then we also have the government money market funds, about 23 million. Again, that changed slightly, nothing too crazy. And then we also have the cash deposits held at the US regulated financial institutions, again, hovering around like 23 million. And then you also have the interest itself, which is, pretty much nothing. But overall, the total value here backing RLUSD is actually well over like $6 million, if you will, over collateralized, which is very good. It means that the actual stablecoin is backed by more than what they need, proving that RLUSD is ahead of the game. But also, this is exactly what we want to see from Tether. We have yet to actually see a complete audit of this. So if we're thinking about that, RLUSD here is already doing a better job than Tether. This is why Ripple is going to start to take a large portion of the market dominance. The market share here is going to be usurped. Now, talking about that, how does all of this affect XRP? What is the actual plan here? What are we talking about when I say that Ripple has a much bigger plan here? Well, let's go over here. Just in, Brad Garlinghouse explains RLUSD versus XRP and how RLUSD could push XRP to thousands. Now, again, let's be honest here. Let's take a step back. Is this an engagement farming post? 100%. But listen closely to what Brad is actually saying here in this video clip, because that's the most important part of this.
The different use cases between RLUSD and XRP. Maybe can you double click there and explain or summarize how do you see different individual use cases with one and the other?
Yeah. First of all, I think this is important to understand the difference because some misinformation, as again back to the tribalism point, some people I think misinterpreted our view. We remain completely committed to the XRP ecosystem for a whole bunch of reasons. It's an incredibly efficient blockchain, and obviously we own a lot of XRP. We are totally committed. As a reminder, XRP is a native token on the XRP Ledger. It's required for gas, reserves, accounts of ledger. But simply put, XRP is needed to use the XRP Ledger. For Ripple and how we use it in our go-to-market as a cross-border payments, we use it as a bridge asset. It's very, very, very fast and nearly free for kind of per transaction basis, and we use it globally, and where currency conversions are less popular, if there's less liquidity, and that way it can complement a stable coin. So moving to the other side, Ripple has used stable coins for years, and we were using Tether, we were using USDC, and as time went by, we kind of asked ourselves, well, given how at one point we said publicly we were minting 20% of all USDC, and so we kind of asked ourselves, well, wait a minute, could we participate in this market? And I think, while we probably will still use other technologies at various points, I think we felt like there's a real role for us to play here. And look, stablecoins are required for on-chain payments. And as more and more assets get tokenized on the XRP Ledger, I think stablecoins are going to be required. And that's partly evidenced even by the Ondo announcement from earlier today.
Well,
So yeah, I mean, listen, as we really look at RLUSD and what it really means for the XRP Ledger, I mean, if we're talking about one of the largest stablecoins, RLUSD in this case, being minted out on the XRP Ledger, you see all this volume flooding and you see all of these use cases around tokenization, institutional DeFi, DeFi itself, like all these big things happening in this space. It affects the actual network, which means it affects the underlying asset on that network. XRP is the perfect bridge between these stablecoins. Now, mind you, let's still focus on RLUSD here, because over here, and big shout to Anderson for this, we have, wow, this is huge, turning RLUSD into the first ISO 20022 compliant stablecoin. XRP Ledger can become the platform where trillions are tokenized. Here we have from Austin King. Last week, we announced that Omni expanded RLUSD to over $38 billion of new DeFi liquidity on DevNet. What we'll do next is position RLUSD to also win the TradFi opportunity by turning it into the first ISO 20022 compliant stablecoin. Why are we doing this? Ripple is the best positioned company in the world to tokenize the traditional financial system, and that opportunity is worth tens of trillions of dollars. Because of this, we are creating deep integrations between Omni and XRP to accelerate their efforts. What does this mean? It means that this is about to get much larger than just payments. XRP will become the platform that banks use to tokenize trillions in assets. Omni will distribute those assets across all chains, putting XRP at the center of the on-chain economy. Now, this is very significant, but the fact is that everyone's still missing the target, because it's not just about RLUSD. It's not just about USD. RLUSD, sure, it could be the first ISO 20022 compliant stablecoin, but what about the other stablecoins? What about RLJPY and RL Euro? Here we have from Brad Garlinghouse, going back to December 19th. Big shout out to Mr. Man XRP for this. RippleNet ecosystem is being built right in front of our eyes. Brad Garlinghouse stated that Ripple will utilize their own products, RLUSD, and hints again at additional stablecoins like RLJPY and RL Euro. The conversation for Ripple is shifting back to payments.
That, are you going to be using that in your own products? How will it compare with XRP?
We absolutely will be using our own products. A little bit of history on this. Ripple has for years used stablecoins, US dollar stablecoins, in certain corridors, depending upon which currency pairs we're dealing with, customer we're enabling, and frankly, sometimes it has been more efficient. And so we've used Tether in certain circumstances. We've used USDC. In fact, at one point, we were responsible for minting 20% of all USDC. And we kind of realized that there's an opportunity in the market as it continues to grow to, particularly for our customer set around, institutions. We felt like it was an opportunity for us to jump in. Look, I think as you look at the road ahead around stablecoins, I think the market's going to continue to grow a lot. I think when we decided to launch a stablecoin, it was probably about $120 billion market. Today, I think it's just shy of $200 billion. Some smart analysts forecast it's going to be a couple trillion in 5 more years. So I think the market is going to continue to grow for sure. Right now, the US dollar is by far the most important stable coin, but I think you will see some activity in euro, maybe in yen. We shall see how far down that goes. But look, our goal is to make sure that the XRP Ledger is the most efficient, the most trusted, the most utility, and having a stablecoin on the XRPL that is robust, efficient, reputable. Ripple has worked with institutions for years now, and I think we have a very trusted brand. And look, we also have a very large balance sheet that we think, if needed, could be helpful in making the RLUSD or Ripple USD successful.
Just on the that.
And there you have it, right? This is, again, the big focus on utility. He even said he wants to make the XRP Ledger the #1 spot for these stablecoins, but also the XRP Ledger is becoming that utility powerhouse. because of what Ripple is trying to do here. This is why I've always said, Ripple's end goal here is the FX market as well. The foreign exchange market is dominated by all of these fiat currencies. The best way to tokenize the FX market is by tokenizing the underlying fiat currencies, aka stablecoins, bringing them on chain, and then all of a sudden you bring the FX market on chain. Why does this make sense? Well, the FX market today is completely broken. These massive financial markets ushering on chain onto something like the XRP Ledger. When we talk about the value of XRP being in like, oh, well, maybe it will hit $10, maybe all of those price predictions just go out the window. Nobody cares about those price predictions anymore because these markets, guys, they're quadrillions of dollars. Here we have from August of 2024, posted by Smoke Dog, Ripple's strategic positioning in the global FX market, $7.5 trillion per day, $2.7 quadrillion per year. This is how much money the global FX market transacts in cross-border payments. Again, if we're thinking about this, we tokenize the fiat currencies, we bring them on chain, we bring global FX on chain. We not only fix the FX market, but we fix the cross-border payments market. You are watching as the entire world of finance is revolutionized through this tech. This is the plan. And although, yes, it's been ongoing for a while now, you do not revolutionize well, it's actually more than $2.7 quadrillion per year overnight. This is something that takes a little bit of time. But everything has been falling into place around regulations, around these regulatory frameworks, around the adoption and even the integration, process. This is the big thing to focus on. This is the target right here. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.